I talk a lot about the crimes and corruption of the Republican Party, and let's be honest, there's a fucking lot of it. But I'd be remiss if I don't also talk about those crimes and corruption in the Democratic Party. We know there's some there too. Maybe not as much as the Republican Party, but there certainly is some. We've all heard the story about Representative Robert Menendez and his wife getting indicted and probably going to jail at some point. But there's another one, another Democratic representative from the state of Texas. His name is Henry Cuellar, and of course his wife is involved too. Apparently they've been indicted for money laundering and bribery. Apparently he and his wife got money from the Azerbaijani government and a Mexican bank to the tune of $600,000. This is what you have to understand. We spend a lot of time talking about the Republicans, but Washington, D.C. and Congress and politicians, this kind of crime and this kind of corruption is pervasive. It's through both parties. Anytime you get somebody, give them a little bit of power and give people motivation to give them money to do their bidding, well, there are going to be people that succumb to that kind of pressure. They don't have a lot of ethics. They don't have a lot of integrity. And whether they're Republican or Democrat, it doesn't make a difference. Over the next 6 months, we're going to be talking a lot about the problems with the Republican Party, but we need to talk about the Democratic Party too. Menendez and now Henry Cuellar and his wife. It's pretty disgusting. And as I say, it's pretty pervasive. And we've got to keep this in the back of our minds, because once we finally put out the fire that is the Republican Party, that is the Trumplafucks, we need to focus on Washington, D.C. as a whole. We need to try to clear everything up and not look away from the Democrats just because they're on our team. There are problems there. And if we want to get this country back to where it's supposed to be with those folks serving us, we've got to address all the problems, whether they be Republican or Democrat.